He conquered nations, commanded armies, and ruled Rome. But the moment that destroyed him came from the men standing closest to him. Power attracts loyalty and fear. He wasn't just surrounded by allies, he was surrounded by trust. From the dusty battlefields of Gaul to the heart of the Republic, Julius Caesar carved his legend. His conquests were epic, his charm undeniable, his influence absolute. He earned not just victories, but unwavering devotion. He was a man who inspired fierce loyalty, and to many, he was Rome's only hope. Yet, even in his moments of greatest power, shadows began to stir.
Caesar's vision for Rome is unparalleled, unmatched.
The senator declared, among all who stood beside him, one man stood above the rest, Brutus, not just an ally, but someone Caesar trusted like his own blood.
Rome's future rests on men like you, Brutus. Your honor, your intellect, irreplaceable.
Caesar said to him,
I live to serve Rome, and you my mentor.
Brutus replied, but something was changing. Whispers, once confined to the darkest corners, began to echo through the forum.
He gathers too much power. He will be king.
One senator muttered.
The Republic dies with his ambition.
The other agreed. In the shadows of Rome, voices lowered, trust began to crack. What once was loyalty was quietly turning into something far more dangerous. For Rome to rise anew, Caesar must fall. The whispers spread like wildfire, binding men not by loyalty, but by fear. Fear began to breed desperation. Behind closed doors, trust was breaking. Cassius, a man driven by fervent Republican ideals, began to appeal to Brutus's own sense of duty. And at the center of it all stood one man, torn between loyalty and duty. Brutus.
Caesar is not a god, Brutus. He is a man like us, yet he seeks to enslave Rome. Your ancestors freed us from kings. Will you stand by and watch it fall?
Cassius challenged Brutus. The conflict tore at Brutus. Loyalty to a friend or loyalty to Rome? A question that would plunge him into an abyss of despair.
What is honor when friendship blinds us to tyranny?
Brutus whispered to himself.
Cassius, what hope lies in this course? More blood, more strife? There must be another path. True peace for Rome will only come once its destiny is not tied to a single man's ambition. I wish I had your certainty, Cassius. The road is fraught with peril, and the people's voice is drowned out by Caesar's shadow, Brutus. We are Rome's last hope.
As dawn broke over Rome, Brutus sought solace in the tranquility of the Tiber River.
The weight of my decision looms heavy as the morning mist. Is this path right, or have I been led astray by whispers?
In the silence, he could almost hear the city's heartbeat, the fate of Rome echoing in the ripples.
See how Rome flourishes, my friend. Together, we shall see her rise to greater heights.
Yes, though one must wonder, to what end and at what cost?
A necessary cost for immortality.
And who pays that cost? Caesar.
The words hung in the air between them, both aware of the underlying tension, yet feigning camaraderie.
The tides are shifting, gentlemen. Caesar's ambition will be our ruin if we're not vigilant. But who among us dares take the first step? Even shadows must step into the light, eventually.
The air was thick with the scent of rebellion, masked by the laughter and clinking of goblets. A decision, once made, held the weight of destiny. Brutus stood on the precipice, feeling the pull of history.
From this vantage, Rome looks eternal. Yet one man's reign cannot bind its soul. Our duty is clear, Brutus. For Rome's future, we must act.
Hail Caesar, conqueror of lands, master of men. The gods smile upon him. May his reign never end. This parade of triumph masked an undercurrent of unrest, a meeting that would change history forever. Brutus made his choice, a decision born of perceived necessity, but stained with unspeakable betrayal. He trusted them until they turned on him. The Ides of March dawned with a chill. Portents and pleas tried to warn him, but Caesar, invincible in his own mind, dismissed them all. "Do not go, my husband. I sense great danger," Calpurnia pleaded. "Destiny calls, Calpurnia. Rome awaits," Caesar declared. Unknowing, unafraid, Caesar walked towards his fate. He greeted the familiar faces around him, the men he considered his loyal allies. "Beware the Ides of March," a soothsayer cried, but Caesar ignored him. "The most dangerous threat is the one closest to you." Narrator. He entered the Senate, confident, unaware that fate was already waiting for him inside, a testament to his triumphs, a symbol of Rome's might. He was surrounded by men he knew, men he had elevated, men he called friends. "Hail Caesar, the Senate honors your return. I am but its servant. Together we will bring Rome to glory." In the air hung a deception soon revealed, then a subtle shift in the air. The familiar faces began to tighten, to narrow. The circle around him grew not out of reverence, but out of malice. Narrator. And then, without warning, steel flashed. One strike, then another. Confusion, shock, and then the realization. He wasn't surrounded by enemies, but by men he trusted. Narrator. And then he saw him, Brutus, not a stranger, not an enemy, but someone he trusted like a son. Their eyes met, and in that moment, everything broke. "Et tu, Brute," Caesar uttered, his voice barely as breath. And with those words, the fight left him. He fell, not just to the ground, but to the crushing weight of ultimate betrayal. 23 wounds from men he called allies. A silence fell, thick and heavy, broken only by the rapid retreat of terrified senators. The architect of Rome's future lay lifeless. The deed was done, but what had they unleashed? One betrayal ended a republic. The conspirators believed they had saved Rome from tyranny. Instead, they plunged it into civil war, paving the way for the very thing they feared, an emperor and the rise of the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar's assassination remains one of history's most pivotal and poignant moments, a tale of ambition, loyalty, and the ultimate cost of power. Was this betrayal or an attempt to save Rome? Subscribe to Curiosity Archives for more stories that history tried to hide.